There's just two types of people in this world: givers and takers. Men, we have a problem and we need to fucking talk about this because it's just serious out here and we dying. The goal of this channel is to help men make money. Watch this video all the way to the end to see if you are making money easy or hard. Warning. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Possible cussing because I get mad sometimes. Viewers' discretion is advised. These are the 4 ways that you make money. Employment. Of course, employment is simply when you work hard for somebody else to pay your bills. And you might possibly retire at 65. Self-employment. This is when you work hard for yourself with possibilities of getting wealthy in the future. Business ownership is your business working hard for you. So no more physical labor. Your business does all the heavy lifting just for you. Investing your money, work hard for your money that works hard for you. In this case, your money does all the heavy lifting for you. If you are only in one of these categories, then you're only making money one way. And if you're only making money one way, then you got to look at it for what it is. If you lose that one way, you are cooked. If you have any money issues, this channel right here, I'm going to put 99 more videos up showing different content creators who are doing things in a money type way to make you bread. So you could get up out that first level, which is money. Once you knock that out, life will be a whole lot simpler. The goal of this channel is to help men protect themselves. Watch this entire video all the way through to see if you're protecting yourself right. The truth is, there's just 2 types of people in this world: givers and takers. And we're going to talk about takers first because that is really important when it comes to us men, well, us human beings in general. Takers is as it sounds. Somebody who just comes into your life and take. Men, we don't actually have a categorization of a person who does things like that. We might call them different names or just call them a person that we ain't gonna mess with or whatever. But the truth is, there's only one word for those type of people, and that's a taker. And them is the types that you're gonna have to watch out because they could be a family member, a friend, a spouse, or just a random person that you know. But we are gonna go down this road and discover what these takers look like. Now, the opposite side of takers is, of course, givers. And givers are the type of people that you just want to be around. That's the honest truth. These are going to be the kindest people. They're going to be the people that lift you up, help you out. And in most cases, they don't need anything from you. So we as men have to figure out how to separate the two. It doesn't matter about a penis or vagina. It matters about the person. Are they a giver or are they a taker? Once you know this, you'll know to either be around them or stay the hell away from them. Just that simple. Physical protection is definitely something that's important for us men because we are men. We protect. So if you're a protector, you need to be learning how to protect. You should be in the gym. You should understand combat. I don't care what it is. Boxing, mixed martial arts, something. You might not need it in your life, but it's best to have it if you ever do. Also, long range protection. That's physical protection. So short range and long range, which means you probably have to learn how to use some weapons. As a man, we go to war for things that we believe in and love. And if you do not know how to physically do what you need to as a man, you will be a man who lives on his fucking knees and not his fucking feet. Financial protection is something that a lot of men really don't focus on, especially when you're younger, when you just come out of high school or whatever. Financial is not what we're trying to focus on in that time, but financial protection is very important, because a lot of the times why we are broke is because of the people around us, whether they are misguiding us into buying a bunch of shit, or they ain't telling us the truth about us buying a bunch of shit, or they're helping you buy a bunch of shit, sometimes on their behalf, so they're taking from you. You have to understand as a man how to protect yourself so you don't end up being broke for the rest of your life due to your habit of not knowing how to financially protect yourself. We gonna go down this road together, and we gonna learn together how to protect our fucking selves financially. Men, if you are struggling, and hell, even if you're a woman, because although this is focused on men, I'm pretty sure a woman or two might slide through and actually want to learn these type of things, how to secure themselves. If you do not know how to secure yourself, or you have issues with this, walk with me. I got a lot of episodes showing you how to secure yourself. One of 5 of the biggest goals for this podcast is to help men understand relationships a lot better. When it comes to a friend's relationship, you have to understand what it is. Like I said, when you are an adult, it is time for you to grab your balls, straighten your backbone out, and start making your damn decisions. When somebody give you advice, you listen. If it sounds good to you, you take it. And if you use it and it doesn't work, you move on. This should be the relationship with your friends. Your friends should not have any type of movement or push on you when it comes to things that you truly want to do. That is your damn decision, which means friends shouldn't be breaking up relationships. Friends shouldn't be causing any types of issues in your life, because that would mean that your friend is a taker. We're going to start looking for givers out here. We're going to look for the buddies that will help us out, will give us good advices, and not freaking screw us over or have some type of weird-ish going in the background that they're trying to plot. So we're going to have to start understanding what those people look like and start removing the takers and pulling the givers into your life. When you go around acquaintances, and this is another relationship that you are going to run into, acquaintances, people that aren't really your friends, but they're around you. So now that these people are around you, well, you're just going to have to deal with them as you deal with everybody else in the world. Is this person a giver? Is this person a taker? And just ask questions and watch, because there's 2 things that you need to watch on every person around you. You have to watch what they say, and you have to watch what they do. If what they say and what they do not match up, then you know you have a whole taker around you, because there is lots of inconsistencies, which means red flags, which mean a big ass T flag, which means that's a taker. When givers come around you, you will always feel good, and you will always be surprised, and you'll always probably side eye it a little bit, because it's kind of fucking weird. Because why is this fucking person just giving and not expecting shit back? Why are they not trying to manipulate me? Why are they just giving me shit because I need it? Yeah, that's a giver. So when you start understanding the difference, You'll start moving a lot differently, and life is going to be a whole lot easier. A lot of people might call you cutthroat, but the honest truth is you're just being real and you're being true. Also, share this with a friend or family that you know needs to learn a little bit more about relationship. As I said, this isn't advice, but I'm going to show y'all some receipts on what will truly help you move forward, because the smart man learns from himself, his own mistakes, and the intelligent man learns from other people's mistakes. So I'm going to show you a bunch of damn mistakes so you could stay the hell away from that shit. If you don't understand relationship, come walk with me. We're going to do a bunch of damn episodes, and I'm going to give you a bunch of damn examples of givers and takers. And by the time I'm done with this, you should understand the difference, so you will not be manipulated anymore, which means not getting freaking conned out your damn money, not having to deal with somebody who's constantly taking, never freaking giving, and then trying to gaslight you into why it's selfish for you to want anything from them when they're taking so much from you. The goal of this brand new channel is to help men with their self-esteems. Men, watch this video all the way to the end to see if you're treating yourself right, to keep lowering your self-esteem or raising that. I'm never going to stop saying givers and takers, because like I said, I can go through every single family member, every single person that I've ever seen on this planet. I could simply go through just simple things that they do, and I could tell if they're a giver or a taker. It is very simple. And like I said, whether you're getting into a relationship with that person or you're just being friendly with that person, givers are always the best to be around. It's just that simple. So if we're talking about your self-esteem and I'm talking about givers and takers, you have to look at yourself now. It's time to look in the fucking mirror. You have to check to see if you are being a giver or taker to your damn self. So let's think about this. Are you being honest with yourself? Are you telling yourself the truth? Are you setting yourself up for failure? What are you doing to yourself? Self-esteem is extremely important, and it is very important that you're a giver to yourself, which means treating yourself well, exercising, learning new things. These are very important things, because if you don't do this, especially if you're not honest with yourself, your self-esteem is just going to keep going down and down and down. So if you're being a giver with yourself, you are going to be 1,000 with yourself. If you're going to be a taker to yourself, you ain't going to be honest with yourself. You're going to lie to your damn self, and you're going to look very delusional. You're probably going to be living life through your feelings only, so you really won't be solving any problems. And eventually, life is going to beat you down so badly because you have solved no problems, because you have lived your entire life in your damn feelings, that your self-esteem is just going to keep dropping because you didn't learn how to make money. You didn't learn how to protect yourself. You didn't learn how to communicate and understand relationships. And now you are stuck because you don't understand your self-esteem, although your self-esteem has self in it, which means it only belongs to you. And you're allowing other people to lower that bitch. When it comes to your self-esteem, as I said, it belongs to you. So anytime your self-esteem keeps going lower because of other people's fucking opinions, now you have an issue in your life, because now you have motherfuckers who don't give a damn about you lowering your fucking self-esteem. And the reality is, they're saying hurtful shit to you. And because it hurts, you are lowering your self esteem because you are talking to yourself and telling yourself that you are what they say you are. So let's get into a taker's opinion of you. Takers are going to say bullshit. They're going to try to insult you. Takers want to harm you. They want to emotionally take from you. If it hurts your feelings, a taker loves that shit because it hurts your feelings. It fucks with your mind. It fucks with what you could be doing in a proper manner, because usually when you are hurt, things usually don't go that well because you are constantly thinking about what hurt you. So when it comes to a taker's opinion, you have to understand that this have to bounce off you, because takers' opinions are just that. They are giving you this opinion to take from you. Example, if somebody wants to borrow money from you, you don't have it, and they try to guilt trip you into giving them the money. That's a taker. They'll do anything to get the money. So you just have to look at these type of habits. People who are trying to take from you financially, emotionally, relationship wise, mess with your self-esteem. These are things that are taker habits. So when you start seeing these habits, naturally, you're not going to feel good. Naturally, when you don't feel good around a person, probably not treating you too right. So that's the reason you don't feel too well around them. Good amount of times, they're takers. Now, if you don't feel good around somebody and they're not doing anything to you, as a matter of fact, they're very good to you, then you just might be that taker. So you want to focus on opinions, because if you're getting opinions from takers, you about to get the same damn results that they're handing to you. Straight taker vibes, and I promise you it's just going to rob you of your energy. Now, when it comes to opinions from givers, that's a little bit different. Givers like to uplift people. Givers like to help people if they can. Givers are people who usually help and don't want shit in return. They really don't care for you returning anything to them. They're just happy that they helped you. But also at the same time, the giver also do like that if he has somebody as a friend or whoever, that they're also givers. So that he knows that if anything is to go wrong with him, he could always call his buddy or his friend or his homie or whoever, and they'll slide for him just like he would slide for them. That's the whole point. We are all one. And the truth is, we are way stronger together than apart. But school have taught us that when you collaborate together, that is called cheating. So we had children who were taught this in school that are now adults that believe that collaborating and teaming up together now as adults is cheating. So they live their lives independently. And because they live their lives independently and the economy and everything is turning against them, and they're failing now, and they're still trying to do it themselves, things keep going a little bit left because you are not strong as you would like by yourself, but together. So not much shit that you really can't do in this world when you collaborate with a team or a family or anybody else that is on the same page with you. We know that mental issues is a problem, a huge problem, especially for men, because we are the leaders in suicide. So we need to work on our self-esteems. If you are having any issues with self-esteem, come walk with me. I have mad videos. We have to work on this. This is important. We have to stop making our self-esteems go down because it is ours. We have to stop letting the world beat us down and making us feel weak, because we ain't weak. We are men. The biggest goal for this channel is to just make men the best them. If that makes sense. You know what I'm trying to say. Fellas, watch this entire video all the way to the end just to see if you are being the best you. So let's talk about the brain. There was a scientist that did a whole TED talk about the brain. And in that TED talk, she had a real human brain. Now, when you look at the human brain, and if you Google a human brain right now, you'll notice something. The human brain is one solid mass, but at the same time, it's separate. There's two sides to it, and then it's attached by the back part. I'm not a doctor, so I don't really know what that back part is, but it's separated. Now, this doctor said when she took a bunch of people and she gave them problem solving things on like a piece of paper. So she basically gave them like math problems on the sheet of paper. And she attached this brain thing to them. And while the folks that she was doing the study on was actively solving the problems, the left side of the brain would go off in all different areas. So when she looked at that, she figured, okay, that's kind of weird, but okay, let's see what it is. She took a same blank piece of paper, then she handed it off to the same people that she did the first test with. And this time it was just to create something. Just put something down on the paper that you would like to see, that's beautiful to you. Create something. While these folks was actively creating something, their right side of their brain started shooting off and just going nuts. So after doing, I want to say a couple hundred people, she came to the conclusion that while you are solving problems, the left side of your brain is actively working while you are creating. The right side of your brain is actively doing its thing. So the left side is to solve problems and the right side is to create problems, but it creates. So you could create a painting. It's very emotional, and the left side is more logical. Once I understood this, I understood where a lot of people was at in their life. Example, if you're not solving much problems in your life, it means that you got a lot of problems in your life. Now, if you're using your left brain regularly, you're not going to have much problems in your life, because that is the side that solves problems. It's logical. It sees the issue. It hears the issue from the right side that always screams problems, and it fixes them. So the left side of your brain, she just basically said it. And I was just like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. So once I actively started looking at my family members and friends and all this other stuff, I noticed that majority of them lived life on the right side of their brain. Every time I had a conversation, it was about how they felt and not really actively solving shit. So the left side of the brain is very important. And now you can actively see what you're doing. When you're solving problems, according to this doctor, you're using your left side. When you're creating, you're using your right side. I believe that this talk is a talk that every father should have with their son. I believe that self evaluation and understanding what you're doing in life is one of the most important things. So, men, if you are struggling with this, shoot, come on with me. We gonna take this journey together and we gonna have this talk about self-evaluation and becoming the best you. So let's talk about I feel statements because this is very prevalent in our society today, for real, for real. I hear it a lot. And I've noticed that a lot of I feel statements in most cases aren't well thought out. A lot of times they are not really factual. They're more of like, just how a person feels. And in most cases, it really can't be disputed because it's just how that person feels about that. And it's just an emotional thing going on. So the reason why I explained the left and the right brain is because I want people to understand the difference between feeling and knowing something. When you feel something, it could be wrong. But when you know something, in most cases, you have researched it, you have looked into it, and in most cases, you have done it to make sure that that statement is a true statement. So we have two types of statements out here, the feel statement and the know statement. And the reason why I was speaking about the left and the right brain is because when it comes to being the best you, after you learned how to make money, how to secure yourself, understand relationship, and understand your self-esteem, the only thing that you are pretty much at the point to do right now is just simply organize everything and just maintain it. And while you maintain it, you'll just naturally keep getting better at everything. You'll get better at making money. You'll get better at securing your stuff yourself. You'll get better at relationships and you'll get better at building your self-esteem. So the reason I really had to go deep into the left brain, right brain is so that you know what you are doing at every moment in time in the day. You could sit back and know exactly what you're doing inside your mind instead of just living on autopilot like most of us out here. Most people are living life on complete autopilot, and just about 90% of what they're doing in their life is just due to how they feel, not actively fixing a problem. So, in most cases, these people have a lot of struggles because they're not looking to fix these problems. But once you understand the left and the right brain, you could actively know what you're doing. You could see it in person. When you're speaking to somebody and you're saying rude things, you could immediately see, I am coming from the right side. I'm being very emotional. I'm not being logical. But once you start speaking to that person and see that you're telling the truth, you're helping the person with factual things that will work for them, then you'll see that you're coming from the left. Once you start using your left more in life, things get extremely easy because the left combined with the right is basically taking your creativity and basically taking your left and putting, what can I say, organization. So basically what you're doing is you're organizing your creativity. And once you could organize your fucking creativity, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable. So that's why I said learning your brain and understanding what you're doing is pretty much the best thing that you could do to become the best you. Because your mind is the only thing that people can't take from you. It's yours.